Interesting side note, you burn calories when you think. Tree Gang! What's up, Tree Gang? As you can see, I'm wearing one of the new Tree Gang merch. This is the Barbershop Freestyle lyrics tee. I figured since everyone likes those lyrics so much, I would just make a cool design and put it on a t-shirt. See the link below in the description. Today, due to popular demand, I'm gonna be breaking down those lyrics. A quick reminder, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can find out when I drop new content, as well as qualify for shoutouts and giveaways. I've split this breakdown into two parts so that I can keep the videos to a watchable length while still providing enough insight to be interesting. If you'd like for me to go deeper on technique or any other elements, just let me know in the comments below. The first line of a verse is the most important in my opinion, because if the first line is too weak, the listener immediately unplugs. However, if the first line is strong enough, the listener's hooked. The last thing you want is a person to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't want anyone to be nonchalant about my music. You either love it or hate it. The last line is just as important, because if you don't end strong enough to complete the theme or thought, the listener is left dissatisfied. The last line has the responsibility to bring in fresh energy to keep the listener activated, because it takes energy to actually listen to something. Interesting side note, you burn calories when you think. I wonder if that means if we thought more, we would be more fit. Anyways, do you?
The measure of a man ain't in his reputation, but measured is the man who gives in to temptation. Careful what you speak and what principles you base it, because everything you say has a day when you face it.
So when I'm going about my day, I write down things that come to my head. These are well-worded truths that I either realize about myself or realize in general. The first line of this verse is one of those statements. The measure of a man isn't in his reputation. I had just moved from Houston to the Tennessee Valley, and I was reflecting on the value I had left behind. I left a wealth of reputation and a rich history that allowed me to make great career moves fairly easily. And having to start over from scratch was hella scary. This statement was a reminder that my value doesn't come from what people know of me. It comes from who I am when no one's looking. At this time, not only was no one looking, but no one in the area knew I existed. So I had to make moves based on the value I could create as Trevor, not Trevor Lee. The second part of that line only further clarifies the value I create outside of reputation or clout is only limited by how disciplined I am in all aspects of life. Wherever I'm slacking, that will be my downfall. The other truth in that statement is that no matter what anyone else thinks of you, your value comes from within, not without.
Careful what you speak and what principles you base it, because everything you say has a day when you face it.
I think the meaning here is obvious. However, I used specific words, what principles you base it, to clarify what the temptation is. I believe giving into weak principles is a temptation that can come back full circle in a negative way.
If you keeping with the times, you already outdated. Some think I'm in the clouds, but the clouds where my faith is. Ain't no one really faithless, but many acting basic.
There's truth in the old saying that nothing is new under the sun, meaning anything that we do has either been done or is an extension of something that's already been done. Basically, no creation is truly original. And with this in mind, trying to keep up with the latest trends or other people is a waste of time. I feel the only way to remotely be close to original is to just follow your own path. One of the biggest hurdles in my life has been accepting that most people see my entrepreneurial pursuits as far-fetched. They're just empty dreams. So I respond to that by taking the common saying, head in the clouds, and flip it by saying, it's not my head in the clouds, it's my faith. And go on to say that those who don't understand the reality of my goals are just stuck in a basic mental capacity. In a recent conversation, somebody gave me their own analogy of where they thought my goals stood by comparing what I'm trying to do as saying that I'm gonna jump from the ground to the top of this house roof. My response was, I'm not jumping, I'm building stairs.
This life is full of hatred, but I promise you I'll make it. Ain't a person in my way, it's the measures that I've taken. Bad circumstances only foster my determination. Ain't focused on the money, it's a product of my patience. Treasure ain't a paper, it's quality relations.
I also believe hate comes from a lack of understanding. And I'm just saying that's not gonna hold me back. In the previous line of this stanza, I say, I'll make it. And this just explains why. No one's in my way because I've prepared for the path ahead. And even when things happen that are out of my control, it makes me stronger and more apt to overcome future struggles.
Ain't focused on the money, it's a product of my patience. Treasure ain't a paper, it's It's quality relations.
Don't get it twisted. Money is important, but it is not my main goal. However, it is a byproduct of achieving my goals. If I stay focused on what's truly important to me, which is good character, the money will come as a result. Because good character builds long-lasting relationships. And everyone knows it's not what you know, it's who you know. I'm not saying that people are tools or stepping stones. All I'm saying is that one good relationship is more valuable than any amount of money. And if you have a great relationship like that, you know what I'm talking about. If you like how I broke down these lyrics, let me know in the comments. Today's shoutouts are Sweet Vibes and Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool. Sweet Vibes says, I saw you on someone's ad. I'm grateful I did. It was nice hearing some wise words from you when I needed it. Thanks, brother. I'm glad I could be of help. I hope there's more to come. And you never know, you might have some wise words for me. Deadpool says, dude, I have so much respect for you. I've memorized every word to the Barbershop Freestyle and followed you on TikTok. Thanks, Deadpool. By the way, that would be hella dope if you could prove it. If you think it would be dope to have Deadpool do a video performing my lyrics, let him know in the comments. If you want to qualify for shoutouts and giveaways, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell.
Tree Gang!
Thank you for staying to the end of this video. Here is some Tree Gang trivia. My favorite food is chips and salsa. The spicier, the better.